Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to Global Happiness Today TV. When it comes to the issue of insecurity, no one can deny that Nigeria is going through perilous times. And one group or one region that have felt the bite the most has always been the northern part, even though their kinsmen is in leadership and in even most of the security architecture in the country. But right now, since the legislative arm seem to be political in their ways, they have decided to take the bulls by the horns and demand immediately this to happen. Before we go into the newspaper to find out why Aso Rock should get a bit worried, this is coming from their kinsmen. Like you, subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You see a bell notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on YouTube. Well, the Hausa Association of Nigeria, that's Kungiya Hausa One Nigeria, or KUNHAN, that's KUNHAN, has called on President Muhammad Buhari to resign as a result of his administration's apparent failings. They have failed. The association claimed in an open letter to Buhari on Sunday, obtained that the Buhari administration spared Fulani terrorists and bandits while targeting agitators like Nnamdi Kanu and the detained leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, and Sunday Adeyemo, otherwise known as Sunday Igboho, a Yoruba nation agitator. The association noted that the Hausas regret supporting and voting for Buhari massively. Therefore, I'm quoting them now. So therefore, we call for your resignation with immediate effect as we suspect the worst ahead under your administration, the letter reads. The letter further reads, as an Hausa association, that's KUNHAN, KUNHAN, we deem it necessary to write you this open letter to portray the true picture of the Hausa's mood during this trying time. We thought we have chosen a messiah based on your saying we are going to secure this country. We are going to manage it properly. We will continue to improve the security situation, economic and fighting corruption. But it turned out to be facetious. Toji and Co are high-profile deadly Fulani terrorists, but still nowhere to be found because they are just a threat to Hausas. Rather than your sovereignty, while Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho could be found even beyond our territory. Okay, now this is getting interesting. I'll quickly explain this. He said this guy is actually within the country, but yet can't be found. But Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho, that's out of Nigerian territory, but they easily found them and brought them back home. Let's continue with the news very quickly. The most basic obligation you were bestowed with as a president when you were sworn in is to protect lives and property. But under your watch, hundreds, if not thousands of atrocities and genocide were carried out on Hausas. Our people are always incarcerated, brought down, while our mothers and daughters are being done with mercilessly without tangible measures to tackle this menace. On so many occasions, you have bragged to crush the bandit and proclaimed to take necessary action, but all in vain. The bandits are now matured to dictate to our collective population because of your empty threats. It has been happening for over 5 years, and these terrorists are known as we have been seeing them on so many occasions with Sheikh Abubakar Gume, even with serving governors, yet they could not be apprehended and dealt with. The answer is one, because they are not a threat to this administration, while those that seem to be a threat are already in jail, Nnamdi Kanu and Sunday Igboho. That's why a whole Minister of Information named them just an ordinary criminal, but called Nnamdi Kanu a terrorist. We Hausas have regretted supporting and voting you massively. Therefore, we call for your resignation with immediate effect as we suspect the worst ahead under your administration. My God. These guys are blowing hot. They are no longer hiding under, it's our brother, it's our kinsman. They are talking plenty. But let's go, before we go into full analysis. Of course, a lot of Nigerians have taken to the social media. They are talking. I'm going to this one is uncensored. We're going to pick them as they come. This one here is saying, Arewa has failed Arewa, no sympathy. Congratulations. This is serious. The truth is, if they are done with the north, they are going to come to the south. So this is a collective thing. We should all together fight insecurity. Don't say it's Arewa thing, because when they are done with Arewa, they will come to southern part of Nigeria. Then you will now know that injustice to one is actually, in real fact, it's injustice to all. Let's put our hands together and fight this injustice and this insecurity so that our home will be preserved. Let's continue. This one here is saying, whenever one wakes up because becomes his morning, it is never late. Liberate yourself from the captivity of the Fulanis. Hausas are good people. I have lived with them. Many of them are my friends, but their problem is Fulanis. Fulanis is mixing up things, thereby creating bad names for the good people of Hausas. Good for voicing out against injustice by the administration against other tribes, not Fulani in Nigeria. This one here is saying, it's truly from what you have mentioned. Nigerians were tired with Buhari because he does not know politics. I don't know what he's trying to write. Honestly, it's a bad write-up. I can't decipher what he's saying. While this one here is saying, everyone is now feeling the heat of insecurity in this country. Thank God the North are beginning to see the sycophancy of the administration. The primary purpose of any good administration is security of lives and properties, but the reverse is the case with this current administration. They value cows more than human. This one here is saying, Hausa should know the problems in Nigeria. This one, somebody asked the meaning, what do you mean? This one here is saying, I think I agree with you. There's something so worry on Omok. I don't know what it's trying to write. This one here is saying, if the Hausas are really ready, they know what to do. Writing an open letter asking Buhari to resign is just playing to the gallery. This one here is saying, Nigerians have labeled Hausas with the same perception as the Fulanis because of their docility and assimilation of the Fulanis element. You can change the narrative by going against the evil and speaking up against their wicked activities. This one here is saying, Hausa will not rest until they sack those strangers to their land, leave so-called religion, do the needful. This one here is saying, are you sure of what you're saying? Because the last time I checked, you were still the only tribe in Africa still serving and being under the Fulanis. This one here says, the Hausa has been used by the Fulanis. It's a pity that they are caught up in the Fulani deception. I pray they wake up truly, because their children will be slaves to the Fulanis. The reason Fulani oligarchy is really enforced and managed in the north, they make sure they appoint from each family. Hausa, welcome to the reality on ground. Now, this is actually a strong one. You've heard it all, what people are generally saying. They're telling them it's time to wake up and do the needful. Well, I guess it's a kings and king thing, but I also think that when it comes to the issue of insecurity, it's a Nigerian thing. Let's interact. What's your take on this?